Yes, my people, and welcome back to another episode of the Why Always Jacko podcast. Today, we're going to do it slightly different today. I've got two of my old school pals from, 10 years old?
No, way before that, bro. I've known you since you.
Actually, you know what? I moved to Battersea when I was 6.
But
Let's say 7, 8, about 8 years old.
7 years.
Yeah, all right. So I'm 8 years old. Got two of my oldest friends who I've grown up with, who have seen me transition through so much, and vice versa. And we're gonna have a no rules, laid back, banter, heart to heart episode.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all grown now. Do you know what I mean? And like I was saying to someone earlier on, they was asking what the episode's in. I said I got two of my pals on there, but they're two very, very, very powerful people in how they communicate, and like honesty. Won't sit on the fence. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we need on the podcast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we need. I need two people who are just gonna come on and gonna talk the real talk. That's what these things are about. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I chose you two, and I think you two are perfect for it, man. So the man, them introduce yourself. Don't be shy.
No, Aaron Samuels, Aaron Mayweather, little Aaron.
Yeah,
No, there's a few things. Little A.
yeah. AKA the Mayweathers obviously come from Mr. Fly Job being your idol, yeah.
Pretty boy. That actually came from college, to be fair. Girls used to call me pretty boy in school, and then some of the man then ran with it in college, and then said pretty boy Mayweather was the.
But I call you Patrice Evra, bro.
Yeah.
Patrice Evra.
Actually,
kind of look like him.
And there was a time where he looked a little bit like Cassidy as well. Yeah, back in the day when he used to have the big jackets and that. He used to look like Cassidy and that.
He used to get out loads, and in college times, everyone's Cassidy and that. But that's me.
Big Jermaine.
Mad in the ends how you have mad AKAs. I'm Jermaine.
But to me, you're AKA Jam Dish.
Jam Dish.
Who man know Jam Dish?
Oh, from when I was younger.
Wesley Snipes.
Hubs.
Banku,
Banku, shout out to Sugar, RIP, Sugar.
Yeah.
Banku.
Bernie Mac, don't forget Bernie Mac, you know?
You see these things, growing up, it makes people, it's like, it builds like a family, like a camaraderie.
Yeah, of course.
If someone calls you by a nickname, is love.
Yeah.
So when you call me Jam Dish or something like that, I don't see it as disrespect.
Yeah, of course.
It's love.
Yeah, of course.
Jacko, that's love.
Yeah.
RJ or whatever.
The name stick as well.
That was literally like me. When I was in secondary school, so like for year 9, year 10, year 11, that's like your peak of secondary. Like man used to call me Shady, like Slim Shady, because I used to be like the only white boy. I used to roll with bare black boys. It used to be like D12, bruv. Like I'm the only white boy. And the man used to say that he's Slim Shady, bruv. Even now, I see one of my boys the other day. He's like, "Oh, Shady, what's happening?" I'm just like, "Whoa," you know what I mean? But like you're saying, bruv, it's all love, man. It's all love, bruv. Trust me. But that's gonna lead into my first sort of like, not question, but what does Battersea and St John's Hill mean to you, man?
Home. Home. I feel proud when I say I'm from Battersea. Even when I'm on the road and driving, I always think, I'm trying to make them man at home proud. Like, it's just where I'm from. If I go anywhere, I always say, I'm from Battersea. It's a part of me, innit? It's a part of it's a part of what I'm from, who I am. It helped build me, even to now. Little things, day to day, things that I see other people around me not pick up on, but it's things that I pick up from my environment or our environment. Should I say? We all grew up in the same estate.
Yeah.
But it helps almost mold you into the person you are today.
Of course.
But everything that I learned from being in the area, I wouldn't change for a second.
Yeah, no, word. Was it mean to you?
Battersea, well, I love Battersea.
Yeah.
Like I live there. I don't really live there now, but I'm always here. I love Battersea, and I feel like Battersea, if you think about it, it's such a unique ends because we have all the we're by the riverside. There's literally £1 million penthouses, apartments,
spot on,
right next to the maddest estates.
We got the best end,
I'm telling you.
Bruv, remember, we're next to Clapham Junction, trains go everywhere. We got Wandsworth around the corner as well. Yes. Then we got Brixton, we are bang in the heart. Like you said, then we got Wandsworth Bridge just there, which leads over to the nice penthouse properties and man's in, but where we live, the best, bro.
Exactly.
I love where I grew up. Love it.
Even like Spencer Park, where it had all the rich houses.
Yeah. The common where we used to play. We'd go from the gritty ends to the common, and you got like Gordon Ramsay's yard there. Used to even coach his kid, innit? Remember Beckham was up there on Christmas Day. It's just like man's going from to the madness.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's a space of like a 10-minute walk.
But that's why it builds your confidence that you can maneuver in any area in life. Because if you can be with like, it's not like we used to, me anyway, I never hung around like really rich people in Battersea, but I didn't feel like they were above me when I'm around them.
Yeah, of course.
But we're still in the mix with the hood guys as well. Do you know what I mean? So it gives me confidence that I can maneuver anywhere.
Yeah, of course. Because look, our ends, it was small, but we still had a tight little unit round there. Do you know what I mean? We had a balance. Like we had like you man, we were good peoples, man. Do you know what I mean? Then we had like my older brother and that. Then you had like other people, land and other stuff that was. Then we got Winstanley down the road, Maysell, which is touching distance. You know what I mean? And man's always got on with them lot. So like,
I feel like we got on with all of them.
Oh, of course we did.
Like, we was cool.
So You went to school with them. You know a lot of them. A lot of them are my school friends as well and long-term friends. So where Battersea, where we live, I think it definitely, and a lot of people say it as well. And even when I watch it on podcasts and they talk about their own ends, they say how much their area has made them. And I think this day and age now, I think you need to be a little bit road smart. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're not, I won't say the word crumble, but like,
I think if you get put in certain situations,
you know, like I look at my son, I'm thinking like my oldest, like you're a good boy, but there's a part of me that's gonna have to teach you
certain things.
You're gonna have to be a bit road smart. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not gonna be a neek.
So funny you say that. Obviously, I live in Leicester now, but when I first moved to Leicester, well, my brother's grown up now, so he's even picked up the street sense. But when I first moved there, he was naive to it. Things that I was picking up naturally, he wouldn't have picked up. But it's in a weird way, I would say it's a beautiful thing. I'm so glad, like my siblings, brothers and sisters, they might not understand or see things that we grew up knowing day to day.
Yeah, because us man have seen a lot.
We've seen a lot. Sometimes it goes over your head until you have a conversation with someone.
We've seen a lot.
It sounds mad if I say certain things to someone, and sometimes I have to think before I even say it. I say this to them because they might think that I'm about that or live a certain lifestyle.
Do you remember leaving trauma? Well, some people don't, you know, on the trauma that happens from what you see. Because I suffer from trauma a lot, especially living in the area. And obviously, you might know as well. We're obviously living at mum's, and you know, like fed licking off doors, and you know, like madness.
Everything.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I remember
this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
I tried to block out.
Yeah. You're like me. See, I tried to block it out because I don't want it to affect the people around me. Yeah. But it picks up. It affects me. And I said it on another podcast. It affects me when I'm in my relax zone. Do you know what I mean? When it shouldn't be affecting me. When it's my time to just chill out. And do you know what I mean? But some people they don't believe in trauma.
Yeah. No, I don't think it affects me. Someone actually called me a chameleon. Funny enough, the other day, because I can go between different environments and switch on. I was just sending a voice note to the boys in the group chat, and I was speaking like how I speak to you guys.
Yeah.
But then in my other work phone, I'll be talking. And she'd be hearing me, and it's my missus, by the way. She was hearing me speaking to my work colleagues, and how I go between two, just within 1 minute talking like that, another minute talking like that. So I try to avoid crossing over, but I don't think it affects my day-to-day life now. I can't say it hits me trauma-wise. I don't think too deeply of it, I don't think. But I've always been able to separate that side of it, as you probably guys know me growing up. But I can imagine it affecting a lot of people deep down.
Do you know what it is as well? I feel like I'll go back circling to the trauma, but Battersea, I feel like everybody felt like there was the chief. Everybody felt there was that guy. Yeah. You know, obviously there was organizations, whatever, but everybody had the confidence that, you know, I'm that guy. You want to be like a superstar. You want to be like your favorite wrestler or whoever it was that you look up to. So growing up, for me, it's like I carry that confidence. You get it? Like, so for example, if I'm going to city to work, whatever, you know, the packed trains, for example, like I'm kind of aggressive. I want to get my seat first. In work, I want to be. I'm competitive. Yeah. Because from football days, from fighting when we was young, from all them things, we always wanted to win. So, but back with the trauma thing is that, I have to catch myself because we've been in mad situations. I might be looking at my own brother, not my blood brother, but my brother, and assuming this guy might be a threat to me because of things I might have seen. But, you know, maybe some years ago, I just thought, you know what, that's a stupid mentality to have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, not that your brother, like, you know, shit, and I don't mean black or white, whatever, but, you know, yeah, like I had to catch myself to say that not everybody's a threat, not everybody wants to do ill harm to you. So that's how it affected me. But yeah, I had to catch myself and just
So you lot being off the ends now, like obviously I'm off the ends as well, but mum still lives on the area. And what's it like when you lot go back there? Because I don't really go, my work is not in there. I've only just transitioned to a new work. My work was in East London, so I wasn't really in the ends. It was only go and visit my mum every week or two. Do you know what I mean? But when I go back to the area, lots of stuff come up, but majority of it is nice. It's nice things. Do you know what I mean? Like when I pull in the estate, it's like obviously your house is first. Do you know what I mean? Then pull round, then Aaron's yard, Jermaine's yard, like. It brings back a lot of nice memories. Do you lot get the same feeling when, obviously, I know you come back and visit mum and that. Do you lot get that feeling as well?
Yeah.
Do you see the old times in there?
Yeah.
Like, see me when I look out my mum's window, I see the old park and us lot wrestling and football. I don't see what's there now.
So even when I picture it, so before when you pull up into the estate and you're going down the hill, how I picture it in my head isn't how it actually is now. Like obviously, like you said, the park and stuff. Yeah. But how I picture my estate is how we grew up. Yeah. You know, like when we used to have in the park by opposite your mum's window. Yeah. And the two benches, and we used to play ends in there and 1-on-1. We
used to play matches in there. 6 aside. Probably not even as big as this width-wise the studio, bro.
And the shape of it, and then the walls that come out, it was mad to play in there. But that's how I picture it. Yeah. So in my head, even all the stories, like when Jermaine mentioned when we was younger playing wrestling, when we used to be in the park and throw man onto the tires and all those crazy things that we was doing. That's how I picture it in my head. That's our childhood, innit? And that's how I picture it. And we used to call it certain things like the ring, and we say it was SmackDown in that part, and then
it was the Octagon, it was Wembley, it was everything, bro.
And then the bit by my bit, you know, with Stones.
Yeah.
We used to climb up. Remember when Troy bust his chin?
Yeah.
So that bit we used to climb up, but that was the cage. You remember when you could lift up the little metal things underneath and go underneath and.
This is what's sad, bruv. You know, our kids and nieces and nephews, whatever, they're never going to experience stuff like this, you know?
Outside. But yeah, I feel like the ends, when I see it, obviously, it looks to me, physically, kind of looks the same. Like, it's still yellow brick walls, whatever. But the whole of Battersea has changed. Like, it's gentrified. It's different. In the early 2000s, it was bracket. Like, it was so peak.
Yeah.
I'm talking about between... probably like 2004 to about 2007, 8, 9, like around that time. But now, you know, we were just at a restaurant the other day in St. John's Hill, like nothing but professionals, you know, everywhere. You know, there's so much nice restaurants everywhere.
It's so nice when I drive through there. It's just full of nice people out in the restaurants, in the bars,
enjoying.
It's mad, isn't it?
They have no idea what happened before. Nothing. Crazy. No idea. Yeah.
To me, it feels like Chelsea.
It is a bit like that. And you get Made in Chelsea have filmed up there a couple times. Yeah. No, next to William Hill.
Yeah, it's changed to Tapas.
On the corner. Yeah, they filmed up there. You always get in the summer. That was popping up there.
Yeah, used to.
Obviously, you see a lot of it up there, innit?
Yeah. Was it Ben's Canteen then?
Oh yeah, Ben's Canteen. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
See my guys from East here. They used to say to me, "What are you from Battersea? Them posh ends." I was like, "Bro, you have no idea."
Posh ends. Yeah.
You have no idea.
No idea. Right? No idea.
So yeah,
but to them, their friends that they probably know from Battersea are posh people.
Yeah.
So it's who they're around, innit, and who they know from that area. So, like you obviously work in Central.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people in that environment is probably going to be more around posh people, and they're going to have friends that are based in Battersea. Because there was posh people. Yeah. Not gonna name people.
But we had famous cricketers living
upstate. Yeah.
What was his name again? Ben Holyoke.
Yeah, Ben Holyoke and his brother.
And he died, didn't he, in a car crash?
Yeah.
You don't remember? He used to chase us. We used to throw stuff at his windows.
Yeah.
He used to chase me and Aaron and all that.
Yeah, I remember that. He chased me into a block, in my block, in my own block.
But then you got Patrick and that. These they're good, wealthy people, man. Ali, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Look, this is gonna be just a mad episode where we just jump. This is what this episode's gonna be like. So Don't be thrown off of we're just going, what? We've just gone from there to there. This is what this is. This is the no rules, relax. This is the man them. You know what I mean? I want you lot, let's talk about women and men, yeah? One thing that I've learned growing up, and I hear it a lot when I watch a lot of podcasts, is men talk about women and their numbers, body counts, yeah? I don't know how to say body count. And their numbers, yeah? How do we, what do you men feel like is acceptable, or what do we feel on a woman's numbers? Because you see me growing up here, do you know, I'm a bit real with you. It's like, back in the day, it's like, wow, she's got that many numbers. Wow. Gonna have to avoid that one, do you know what I mean? But you see, when man grows up, yeah, I look at it now, I'm like, well, why is it all right for us men to go out and do a madness and it's not for them? I'll be real. I'll be real. I'll probably have man them sit there and watch this and be like, oh, he's being mad. But it's true though.
I feel you.
Why can we be dogs back in it or whatever, when we're in our little dog moments here, why can we have big numbers but it's not acceptable for a woman? What's your lot's view on that?
See, this is a complicated issue.
Has there always been one view, or is it changed growing up? Because mine's changed mine's gone from wow, that's mad to now it's
definitely changed, yeah. But then I feel like I'm almost back to square one.
Yeah.
But you're right though, like it doesn't, because we've allegedly slept with a lot of women. Yeah. Allegedly, yeah. Does that make you a bad person?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever you want in the quality of a woman, yeah, whether it's she's caring for you, she can raise your family, she actually likes you and loves you genuinely and wants the best for you, but she happened to sleep with 5 more people than you wanted her to sleep with or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sacrifice a relationship and a possible family because you slept with some people in the past? That's the sort of, obviously before I used to be like, wow, what? 10 people like?
Yeah.
But that's the sort of reasoning I came to. Now, obviously, like I'm with somebody who, maybe I shouldn't speak their business, but they haven't slept with no one, innit? But I still have the attitude that if you sleep with many people, or however many people, it doesn't make you a bad person. That could be a good wife. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Aaron, what do you think about it?
Before, when we was teens, it's for me actually the main thing is.
You don't want to sweet or anything?
No, I'm good, bro.
I'm gonna grab my water. Chuck my water from
Which one?
The Saka one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bakayo on that.
We're gonna get to.
There's the Odegaard assist there. Look. Yeah, go on. What's your opinion?
So for me, it's more about the circumstances. Just say, when we was younger, you see a number, the number could be high, and it's very unlikely you would have been in lots of relationships as a teen.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 relationships. But when we get to our age now, it's say the space of 10 years, that means you could have been seeing 2 people a year. So over that period, that means that you've seen 2 people a year, 5 years time, that's 10 people. So it just depends on how you went about it. To be honest with you, but not everyone's going to give you that.
Do we think girls lie about their numbers? I think when don't get me wrong, obviously there will be some that are telling the truth, but I do feel like when you're getting to know a person, I think the girl will be a bit
downplay it.
Of course, do you know what I mean? Because this is how they've been labelled. If they've done numbers, they're going to get called a slag.
They get judged.
You know what I mean?
They get judged.
Exactly.
So that's why you downplay it.
But a man won't though.
Yeah.
How many girls will say, he slept with blah, 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 but that's never going to be a problem for the man.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No. We're judged on different things, though.
Yeah.
We're judged on different things.
Yeah.
And we men, I'll speak for myself and be honest, sometimes we exaggerate things as well.
Of course.
Like, we exaggerate things. Like, we could be, whipping our brethren's whip, yeah? And the girls, is that your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me, So that's the game, innit? That's the game. And I know that about a woman. Like, if she's telling me it's 10 or 7 or it's probably, 15, 20, but are you a good person?
Yeah. I think to me, as I got, so in my relationship now, it's 7 years, obviously, met an amazing girl, 3 kids now, engaged. And before I got into the relationship, my whole thought of it was like, I need to be with someone who's not from the area, hasn't been with someone that I know. Not saying that I've been with people who have been someone I know. I just couldn't deal with that anyway because I've seen it around me. So I need to go elsewhere. And luckily, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Someone I didn't know, who's not from the area, who doesn't even know anyone from my area. Do you know what I mean?
Not from the area for me, that's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Because like what her passing that ends somewhere in wherever she's from, that doesn't even matter. Like, who cares, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We all got a past, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've all got a past. However,
whatever it is,
we just don't want it on our faces. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're men, we need to, and the thing is as well, we need to drop this whole ego and pride thing. Man, I got feelings as well. Do you know what I mean?
Of
course.
Yeah,
you know what? Another thing in terms of the feelings, just to quickly touch on it, is since we've had kids, you've had kids, I've got a kid.
Yeah.
I'm able to express my feelings more.
You're more emotional now, you're a parent.
100%. Things that I wouldn't be sensitive about as a parent, I'm way more sensitive about. Just even, I always see something and I think, what if it was my daughter?
Kids made me soft, bro.
Give me an example of you expressing your emotion. Like, what type of emotion are you talking about? Like, I
couldn't imagine him. Opening up.
Who?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine him.
Yeah, because I'm not really like that. But
give me an example, as in talking to your daughter or the missus.
Both probably. Overall, even people, I would say, even growing up, like I'll say I love you guys. Like I'll tell you straight, like I love you guys. Like you're my brothers. I spoke about it at a christening. Like I want to be able for us to express love more and just make it more of a normal thing, normalize. Just saying.
I think it's important to tell the people that you love them, bro. Regardless if it's your brother,
whoever it is,
sister, your friend. See me? I'll tell people I love you, bro.
Yeah, all the time.
Love you, man.
Yeah, but growing up, I don't feel like we did that or heard it. I didn't hear it.
But it went from like not doing it to then love you, bro. No homo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've seen the transition. So now it's like love you, man. You see it? Do you know what I mean?
I don't care. I care.
Me? I've never said that no homo thing. I love you.
Yeah.
You're my friends. You're my people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love all you lot, man.
Yeah.
But when you can come to my mum's house and you can eat food and your family.
Shout out to your mum.
Do you know what I mean? Your family to me. That's you haven't got to talk to you every day.
Yeah.
Haven't got to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's so important to tell one another.
Yeah, and also like when I meet up with you guys really know me, innit? I ain't got to really go through it. You know who I am and where I come from, family wise. Like when you was just explaining that when you come around the estate, you know where my mum's house is. Yeah. So you really know a person by being there and knowing the family. Like I know your brothers. Like I know your brothers like how I know you. So it's one thing I always say about the estate environment, because I'm around a lot of people that didn't grow up in the States now. And I always say, especially me, because I grew up as like an only child and my mum's only child in the household. So you guys are all my brothers. Like, wake up, brush my teeth, go up.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you latched onto us a little bit more in it, because obviously I know you got family in Leicester. But obviously you was alone at home. Just you and mum. So I feel like you definitely latched on, especially to obviously to these, like you were a lot closer to these,
they were literally like my brothers. I didn't have brothers in the household. Obviously I do now, and I've got a sibling relationship since I moved up to Leicester. But that moment of my life, you guys were literally what I knew as my siblings.
Yeah.
Like, for example, G upstairs. Bro, it's a flight of stairs. I brush my teeth every day, every minute. Shout out to Auntie Angela.
Yeah.
Putting up with us for being in the house and that.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'll just literally go home, brush my teeth, eat dinner, wherever, wake up in the morning. Bro, we waking up at 10. Bro, these times it was flipping 32 10s. Gee, what you doing?
Yeah.
Come up, go play the game, doing the same thing on repeat every single day. And it was a way of life. So in that environment, you guys became my community. That was my family.
Yeah.
Like Sugar Ray, people that were shouting out. Then there was big father figures. So when I say I'm getting emotional, so I was watching Fresh Prince. And obviously I see Uncle Phil and he just always reminds me of Sugar Ray.
Yeah, he does, isn't it?
Yeah, in my head, like
it's true.
Yeah.
He's the mentor for us, man.
Yeah, big mentor.
He was our mentor.
Yeah. So like he looked after all of us in that way, and it was just that presence alone.
And it was mad because they lived on the top floor. So it was like they're at the top, they're looking. Do you know what I mean? They can see everything.
See everything, yeah.
You would hear Ray's voice. You look up, you can't see him, but he can see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to address it because it's bugging me. Yeah, we have got the same trousers on. Yeah.
It wasn't even planned. Yeah, but you better run.
Definitely weren't planned. I forgot to say it at the start of the episode. So yeah, I know you lot are thinking it. Yes, we have got, and I have got Uggs on as well. Yeah. And it looks like, and it looks like I've got the label at the bottom. Yep, I've got the label on the bottom as well. Yeah. This is the Wild West Jacko podcast. You know what I mean? But yeah, going back to the whole girlfriend. I think like I still hear it now. Like this girl's this girl's that. Like when I watch things, I'm just like 90% of me is like, man can't treat women like that, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, why is it okay for us to call them this and that? But we're right to do it.
You know what though? I'll be honest with myself personally. I've always shied away from calling them names. I don't actually call girls by them names, the derogatory words. But it's not something I even do, even before my daughter. So that enhanced it. But I don't feel like I need to call them, judge them. I don't really like to judge women.
Yeah.
Even like what you said, even in terms of the body count, is it something that you guys ask in that dating stage? I've not been in a dating stage for years.
So when you got with your missus, did that never come across?
Maybe at a certain stage.
I'll be real. That's on my tick list.
But you don't.
I can't lie.
Do you care? Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Because of the age now, I don't know if I cared. The number wasn't even high, so it wasn't even a thing like that. It was a calm number, but it wasn't a thing where I don't know if do people actually go like first date. How many people you slept with? Is that a thing?
No, I think it more happens like when on the phone when you're leading up to it. When you get to the dating stage, it's about you two.
You know what it is for me? Yeah, my biggest fear was having a girlfriend. Yeah, and going to a function or a party. Let's say I'm in whatever Southfields, whatever.
Yeah,
and so that I don't know, or that I know.
Yeah,
he's touched my girl already. You get it?
Yeah.
Then this guy has touched my girl already. Now they're smiling at each other. Yo, you see, my man's with this girl. Man's already done spun it. Do you get it?
You know them ones.
It's not about judging her.
Yeah.
It's more my sensitive ego. Do you get it?
Of course.
That's why it was important to me at that time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be in that situation. So that was my biggest fear.
Yeah,
that's why I related to you when you said, when you get someone that's out of the area that you're from, there's kind of no danger of that type of situation. You know what I mean?
The chances are extremely low.
Exactly.
Yeah. However, people sleep with loads of people from different areas.
Yeah.
I get it. But the percentage does drop.
Yeah, of course.
Massively. Do you know what I mean?
And I think as you get older, you've got to have sort of understanding of there's going to be the numbers are going to rise and expectations drop as well. The things that you would expect in a girl that you're looking for when you're 16 isn't what you'll be expecting to look in a girl when you're 30s. There's no way you're going to have the same expectation, or I don't personally have the same expectations. Since I've been in my 30s, I've been with my missus before that.
You know why I think people mess with us in general, all of us, is that we're just not that judgmental, period.
Yeah.
Man or woman.
Yeah.
If you're doing something, we're not judging you.
No.
You know, if for example, I've got bare friends that, went to jail or even different bad situations. We don't look down on you or judge you.
No.
We know that bare things happen in life. So, I feel like if you're sitting there pointing fingers, this person is bad and this person is bad, there's something internally that you're not happy with yourself. So I don't look at nobody and try and judge them, like man or woman, innit? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But, it's up to you what type of woman you want. So also, I'm not judging the person who says, I don't want to be with this girl because she's had 20 bodies or 30 bodies.
Yeah.
I'm not judging him either. That's his right. But for him to abuse her, like, I feel like that's just not P either. That's not player to me. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you angry at women?
Yeah, and I think times have changed massively as well. Like there was always going to. Do you know what I mean? Social media being one of the most powerful, not one of them, probably is one of the most is the powerfulest thing.
Yeah.
Women feel like they're in a lot of competition. Do you know what I mean? Looking up to all these people, fucking Kim Kardashian, all these influencers, all these fucking Love Island people. Do you know what I mean? Feel like they got no men as well. Yeah. Feel like they got to look the prettiest. I'll get to that side of the men as well. Feel like the girls have got to look the prettiest, and you know what? There ain't that pressure. I don't think that you don't need to take that pressure, because you know what? Men and women are completely different, and they've got it harder than us. We got it easy. Do you know why? They got to deal with a lot of shit.
daily stuff.
They want to worry about how they look.
Yeah.
Then you got to deal with the time of the month shit, all that shit. The body changes. You know what I mean? Us men, we got it so easy, bro.
I wouldn't say men got it easy.
I reckon we have.
I think that you're in terms of social media.
We've got it easier than them.
What, like life in general?
No, when it comes to like
social media pressure, you mean?
Yeah, social media and like relationships and stuff like that. That category, we got it easier. Not in life in general. I'm saying men have got it easier to them.
Women are expected to have their life put together a lot earlier than us as well. So the family, marriage, maybe. Well, that's what it was always before. Family, marriage, they looked upon in that way a lot quicker than maybe a man is to settle down. So, for example, if you got boys, I got a girl. Your boys, you probably would be less worried about in terms of what they're doing at a certain stage. But in my life, my daughter, no matter what you asked me earlier on, when I want her to move out? No, because I'm always going to want her to be around me, be where I understand where I want to see her, have my eye on her and look after her. And if something that you stuck with me previously that you said, Jermaine, was something about when, I think your dad might have told you that when you have daughters, they're always going to be around your life. If you want a big family, having women around you, kids growing around them, they're always going to be a part of your life. Women are always around you. Like even, for example, my missus, we're around her family. Kids around her family, and they're always around, and we're quite close on that side of it. And me, I've moved away from my mum. But even my mum growing up, she was always around my gran. So always, most of the time, the woman's going to be around the family. I don't know how it is in your side of it. I don't know if your missus is around her family, how close it is.
She's very close to her mum, especially her mum.
Yeah, so it's going to be around that side of it, and that's how it tends to work. So I think your dad mentioned if you want to have a big family, if you have more girl children, it's going to be a closer family.
Yeah,
that's a fact. I agree with what Jacko's saying. Yeah, sorry not to cut you.
No, go on, bro.
But I agree with what you're saying, because think about the products that's been advertised to women: your eyelids, your eyelash,
everything,
your eyebrow, like your ears, your nose.
And what do we
what
get?
Do you have?
What haircut and trainers?
How can your eyelids not be attractive, bro?
This is what
I'm saying. So I get what you're saying.
I'm saying how
from a physical beauty standpoint, I get that.
Yeah.
But we also have a different type of pressure.
Yeah.
Like we gotta make money. We gotta be that guy. Like, you know, unfortunately, it is what it is. Yeah, like these sort of things like cars, houses, whatever, that doesn't reflect on your character or who you are as a person. But you need those sort of things, apparently, allegedly.
Well, you hear a lot of women say that I want to be with someone who's got this, who's got that. Look, I'm just thinking.
Exactly. So it's a different type of pressure, but you're right in terms of that, like, you know, beauty standards is a lot of pressure on women, but it's up to you to have the mindset like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about that.
You know what's mad? You're saying you want them to have the mindset. I don't think I have the mindset where I would want to be with a woman that was so fixated with all of that.
Yeah.
I don't want a woman that's so fixated. There's certain things, I want you to have certain things and care about certain things.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, I don't want that to be what your whole focus is on. Like, it's not what I'm interested in as a man anyway. I'd rather have the deeper stuff.
Yeah.
I'd rather we have a deeper connection. We have an understanding, you understand me, the things I like, we like the same things. Because a lot of those people that maybe have those standards or want the eyelashes and every single thing like that, which is fair enough to them, they might not connect with me in the same way.
Yeah.
So I'd rather connect with someone that I can connect with the long term, build something with, and inspire me in a way for me to build.
Yes.
Grow. And I want to be able to inspire that person to grow and chase their dreams and encourage their dreams. And it doesn't also just affect between us, because now our child or children are going to see the same thing and see the same drive and be pushed in that same direction.
Do you know, sorry not to cut you as well, but you know the flip side to what you're saying, is that now we're in a time where a woman who prioritizes family and taking care of their man is actually rare.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's actually easier to stand out. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you're not doing, all right, I'm going to go sleep with this person and just dress head to toe in whatever a woman's version of drip is, whatever that is, and your priority is just family focused, you're actually different. You're different in 2023. Like, people think, wow, I'm going to wife this girl. Like, she ain't got no history with that person that I know. She's not fixated on money all the time.
Yeah.
So if you can brand yourself that way, you're actually different.
I think we need to. I personally, and I think a lot of people agree as well. I think we need to be with someone who lets us be ourselves.
That's so.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've been in past relationships, yeah, and look, people consider like, how can you talk respectfully? Man's grown now. Do you know what I mean? We are grown ups, kids. Do you know what I mean? And we can have these conversations. Do you know what I mean? I've been in relationships where I wasn't me. Do you know what I mean? And it took me so long to see that. And it took for me to get into the relationship I am in now to realize that, wow, I'm wasting a lot of time in my life. And when I was wasting a lot of time in my life, I wasn't even being Reese. Do you know what I mean?
You can be yourself.
So, and I ask my missus all the time, I'll say to her, like, what you like about me? You know, where we have these random, you don't know me, but I'm random, bruv. Do you know what I mean? What do you like about me? She'll say, because you're you. Because you're random, you do mad things.
Yeah, and you know what? To lead on to.
And I say back to her. Sorry, I say back to her. This is me.
Yeah,
you're fun. Do
you know what I mean? Anyone would tell you, like, even when I used to make the funny videos, people, I still see people now. Why didn't you make the funny videos? It's not me trying to be an act or me trying to do something. I'm just being me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I just feel like it's important for if we're trying to find that right person. Just let us be who we are. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what
so if I want to go home and watch Power Rangers at 34 years old, let me watch Power Rangers. Do you know what I mean?
We did that the other day with the new one.
Exactly. The missus would be there watching whatever, and I'll be there watching Saved by the Bell. Do you know what I mean? I'm being me. There's no pressure.
But you know what? That means almost you found the one. When you could be yourself, that means they take you on for you, and you're fully comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, cool.
And like you're saying, you watch the Power Rangers and the jokes and that side of it, just the natural things that you would do that me and you would have a conversation with, and you're naturally around that same feeling. That person's going to be your best friend.
Yeah.
So it's the day-to-day stuff, the stuff that I would talk to you about, I'm talking to her about.
Yeah.
So it's natural. It's not even. I'm still thinking about it now, but I hope I wouldn't be thinking about that.
It's not being able to switch off from different characters.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just go from here to there.
Yeah.
Smooth operation straight into.
It's like even certain work environments, like what my missus was saying, that I can go from one character to another.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that with her.
Yeah.
And even I could be around her and she'll hear me doing the work first and then talking how I talk with you guys.
Yeah.
And she understands both sides of me. There's the professional side and there's that side of me. But she can understand both of them. And that's when you're just naturally yourself. And that's the best feeling you can get. And also the same feeling.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely agree. I've even read it in a book, but you have to be fully yourself and comfortable. Otherwise, and I've been in a situation where I wasn't myself. I've definitely been that. Especially me, like I'm Ghanaian African and we're bare strong in our culture.
Yeah.
You know, and I've definitely been in interracial relationship. I've been with a white girl before. So in that you dampen your thing a little bit to kind of fit in. I never felt 100% comfortable with myself. But I was gonna ask you a random on the random.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Just gonna ask
Crack
you a
on,
random
man.
thing. Yeah?
Go on, bro.
So this is my theory. You let me know because you're closer. Yours the closest to being a footballer. Ends, We're gonna talk two things.
Go on.
One, I've got a theory that people from London are more better when it comes to footballers. Yeah, more better when it comes to dribbling, like getting out of tight spaces, strength, them sort of things. Yeah, because of the cage, pen, them sort of environments that we used to play in.
Yeah.
But people from outside London that have fields are generally more fitter and have better technique. What do you think about that? That's my theory.
I totally agree. And I said it on the football podcast with me and my pal Mazza. There's a massive difference between the roadside boys who play football and the boys from the countryside. There's a massive difference. You can see the rawness in the man from the ends who have played in the cages, the pens. Do you know what I mean? In the school play, right? You can see the difference massively, and that difference comes down to pressure. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure around you, whether that be you trying to be the best in between. Like we used to always compete with one another. Me and you used to always compete all the time. We always used to compete, but again. It was all love. Man always wanted the best for one another. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I just said it. I was saying it on the way here. I was like, bro, Reese was so sick at football, But why do sick people never ever put in 100% when it comes to even competition? Like, you could easily, in a five-a-side, like with all of us here, you could have scored 15 goals if you want to. But you'll just take long shots from somewhere, like, and maybe score 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But why? What's
Taking the piss.
I said it in the documentary when I made Growing Up on the 11. I said it that because he asked me why do I think I didn't make it and stuff like that, and I think it was purely down to the fact where my whole attitude and demeanor was completely wrong. It was, I thought I was better than everybody else. Felt like I didn't have to do this, do that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was telling me, you're a bad boy, you're going to do this. It's bad boy footballer. Do you know what I mean? Man got gassed up. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you want to hear. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want to hear. But I let it get the better of me. And it started leading to bad attitude on the pitch. Started talking to people how I shouldn't have really been talking to them, not going training. And yeah, man, it just led to so many fucking shit mistakes.
I don't know if people know, like I'm quite a big guy, and my team, when I used to play football, I'm nowhere near the recent level, but once upon a time I felt like I was close, but I wasn't. So my thing was, bro, no one can't. I will knock anybody out the way. I'm bigger than everybody, bro. One time, we had the ball. I thought this is no disrespect. This is some white boy. Let me just knock this guy over and collect the ball quickly. Bro, I tried to knock the guy. I bounced, I must have bounced 2 times, flipped over and hurt my back. I was injured for like 6 weeks.
I remember.
In your bed for it.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
I remember.
Who's this guy, bro?
I remember, man.
The guy was, bro.
But he was firm like that. He was never the quickest.
No, never.
He wasn't slow.
No, never.
But your balance, your strength.
I was always a technical guy.
I always say this, because Mikel Antonio went to your same school.
Same school, a year below me.
In terms of talent, you had more raw talent than Antonio.
A lot of people say it.
Antonio, I don't know, but maybe you can tell me. I don't know.
I know a little bit about him. Obviously, he was a bit more focused than what I was. I know his mum and dad were pushing him, not to be a footballer, because he talks about how his mum and dad didn't want him to be a footballer. They wanted to go and get a job, and you'll hear it. He says it on podcasts. But when we used to do the Chelsea together, and because it first kicked off when we played at Stamford Bridge together, and it was only me and him that got picked up out of the whole tournament. And we went and done this whole Richmond College thing together, and that's when it really took off for him from there. But a lot of people say that, and I feel like I was better than him, 100%. But he was in a different lane to me. He was more focused, and bruv, it proved that he wanted it more.
Not hating though, we're proud of him.
No. I love seeing
a green lamp. I'm like, I played with him. Do you know what I mean?
It was mad because I took when I used to work in the school, I took them for a presentation not long ago, and when Mikel walked in, giving me a hug, the kids were like, "Huh?" And Mikel was saying, "He's like, this guy here, your teacher, should have been where I'm standing right now," and they couldn't believe it. Like even the other teachers that I'm with and the coaches, they was like, "Huh?" Looking at me going like, this guy works in the school and this is Big Mikel, West Ham and Jamaican international, saying that this guy should be here. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, that stuff makes me proud, man. Like seeing them guys.
Oh, I love seeing people from the ends doing well. It's even
even the little things.
Yeah, look at the music now. Look how Schemes and that are doing well. Score, these lot are doing well with the music. I love seeing people from the ends.
And it makes me feel proud.
Yeah, of course.
Even certain people, like when they hear certain artists that you just mentioned, from my ends, a lot of they're from the same country, motherland, and that they'll be like, "Oh, do you know that person? Have you heard of that?" Just talking musically.
Yeah.
Bro, you man know them.
Yeah.
Bro, like
I went to
Mr. Mandem
one time.
Yeah.
You know this guy.
Yeah.
Did they listen to the Mandem up there?
Bro, they're on him. They're on him, and obviously that stage they love the music, so they'll say it. For example, Score, obviously he's from Somali.
Yeah.
Somalia, and a lot of the people from Leicester are from Somalia.
So okay. Oh yeah, they are. There is a lot. They've been up there, isn't it? Yeah.
This was like years ago. I'm talking maybe 10 years ago. So I'm sitting in the canteen. Someone mentioned, "Oh, you have heard Score before?" Like, it can't be the same Score.
Yeah.
And then, this time, like, it can't be the same Score. So obviously, then they start saying the song and that. Like, raw. It is, and then obviously in my head I'm like, raw, yeah, obviously,
it's just,
yeah,
cool,
no, but I'm gassed because like "Bro, you know someone from my area, all the way from up here," and I wouldn't expect that. But yeah,
it's cool. It's just like the school. I think what Scheme must have posted something of me, and obviously a lot of the kids at school follow him, innit? When I come to the school next day, so how am I seeing you on Scheme's Insta? Huh? What? I said, what? I've known him since I was fucking 13, 14 years old.
Those guys put in a lot of work.
Yeah, of course they have, man. Yeah.
That's why I'm so proud of them.
And their time's gonna come, man. Their time will come.
Mate, I feel like they're successful in their own right.
Of course they are.
Like
Of course they are.
I don't know.
They got good followings.
Yeah, exactly.
They got very good followings.
The music is good, bro. Like the music's actually. I was listening to my favorite Clue and Reap's
Gripping and Swerving.
Gripping and Swerving. That's one of the hardest songs in life. Not even just ends.
Them man have made some tunes, man.
Yeah, so.
And I don't just say it just because I'm from there and I know them. But them lot Score, Clue, Scheme, Reaps is cold. Records, they
Records got an album coming, innit?
Yeah, they all got something special there, man. They all got something special there.
But it's good, man. Yeah, back to the point of just even we'll talk on you in terms of obviously I know you from like you think it's about I think it's about 7, 8. But my memory's nuts.
I moved to St John's when I was 6. But 96 we moved there. Yeah.
Yeah, but even seeing the growth in you, how you progressed. Obviously, I know your family lifestyle and the fatherhood stuff and what you're doing yourself and how you rectify that. Even sometimes I'll get emotional myself thinking about it. Like I said, I get more emotional.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Man. And I remember I've met a lot of people through the podcast now. So there's people that don't really know the real me. They don't really know what I've gone through. So it's nice to hear, man. Yeah,
to see that side of you. And there was probably stages of your life where I couldn't even picture you kids. Like, I wouldn't expect it. And because I know you as a teen and stuff like that. And then to see how you are and how you guys are doing the right thing. And obviously I've got to shout out Vic because I know she got the 3 boys and I see how the whole family thing is. And I know I got one daughter and I know how hard it is.
Keep you on your toes, innit?
So just to have 3 and I know how important my missus is to my lifestyle and me being able to do what I need to do day to day. I know she's pulling a lot of that for your side
of course.
To do your day-to-day stuff.
She's a big part of who I am today. Do you know what I mean? And I've gone through, you lot have been around me a long time. I've gone through some shit, do you know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I sit there and think, I don't even know how I'm even here. Do you know what I mean? And that could be from even going back to talk about football. Like sometimes I watch football and I'm like, how am I not?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I shall be playing the Premier League. Well, you don't know in life, innit? But I definitely should have made a living out of football. So you know, like things just eat you up inside sometimes and beat you up.
I'm not gonna lie though. And this is I'm not a bum suck, nothing like that. I've always seen you like as a star. Do you get it? Like, even the guys that rap here, I've always known there's potential for them to bust.
Yeah.
There just wasn't a market for it.
Yeah.
And also, you've got to think here, a lot of people make their wealth when they get to their 50s, 60s. So we are right at the beginning, like in terms of age. You were still quite fit. Man,
I feel like I'm just getting started again now. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't look at you like, oh, you could have been like, bro, you're still on the way to be.
Yeah. No, I hear that, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. So,
it's love.
And that's how everybody should see it. Like, I don't think that, when you get to 30 something, you should stop rapping or it's over for you as a footballer. You can be a football coach then, or you can
exactly. Exactly.
There's always a lane for you. And what's meant to be.
There's that big door, but there's many little doors that lead up to that door.
Also, I always say this, all these things are just positions, bro, in life. Like, it's not. For me, the best thing on this earth to have is to produce another seed. That's the main. That's to me. That's one of the biggest achievements you can have. So if you're able and capable of doing that, you've already achieved bare in your life. You see what I'm saying? So everything else is just a position. Like, it's just a title that somebody's giving you.
Yeah, I hear that, man. This is why I got you two on, man, because you lot talk sense, man.
Yeah.
And let's lead into friends and how we support one another. But before we get into that bit, I wanted to speak on the Black Lives Matter thing, and I feel like you two are perfect for that. How did it make you feel when the whole Black Lives Matter thing came out? Because when it all came out, you could see that there was a big divide, between black people and white people. You could see it. It wasn't. It's not rocket science. Do you know what I mean? How did you lot feel? Did you feel like your white friends were supporting you? Do you feel like Did you feel any threat against them? Because what I experienced when this whole thing went off is I was seeing loads of people post like, why ain't people posting the blackout picture? I was seeing a lot of that, like a lot of anger, and it was like my point to it was, I don't have to support you over social media. I'm supporting you regardless. Do you know what I mean? And did you lot feel any pressure at all when that whole thing went on?
No, I would say,
because obviously you lot got a lot of white friends as well.
Yeah, so that's the thing. All my friends, different colours. Like I said, I've got Somalian friends that are black, obviously, white, Asian friends, especially up in Leicester. Got like Indian friends now, different races. But I've never felt like the ones around me are around me for a reason, and I've never felt like they've been racist towards me or anything like that. They've always been supportive and always understanding. And a lot of the time now, I feel like if it's some, maybe in work environments that don't know things, but they want me to educate them on certain things. So it's how I put it across, and they understand things a lot better, maybe because they didn't grow up around anyone in their environment. So I don't hold it against them, because we are who we are, and we're born into where we're born into. And they asked to be born to the state that we all grew up in, but I was born there. And same thing with my siblings. They weren't asked to be born up in Leicester, but they were. But they might be oblivious to certain things. But it's just, baby, how you educate them in the right manner, in the right way. But they ask questions, and I like it. I like the fact that people are comfortable enough to ask me questions on certain things and certain matters. I like that side of it, but I don't experience anything like that myself where it was negative. It was quite a positive thing, and everyone, if anything, maybe people slightly being over corny with it, being like, oh yeah, I will support you guys, and that side of it.
No, I hear that, because even I went through a stage where obviously I was doing the little perfume thing, if you don't know what I do, and my pal sent me a message. Like I said, 95% of my pals that are black, and my pal sent me a message from someone who was asking for perfumes, and he said, "Look at this," and I'll scroll down and look through the picture, and it said, "What perfumes has the guy got?" Blah 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 blah, and then he went, "This is when Black Lives Matter was happening in the heart of it. It was really going on.
Taking down statues.
This is, and the next one was, what color is he? I've got the messages still, and my pal's like, my white brother, what's up? He's like, no, I don't want to support no white man at the minute. And it was mad, and I was just like, I didn't know this guy, innit? It was through my friend, and I was just like, whoa, you see what this whole thing is causing? It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
If I say my view on Black Lives Matter on camera, I'll get cancelled in it. So. and people without the intelligence might say, "Oh, this guy's a coon." Like,
yeah.
So I shouldn't even say that word on this.
No, but
this guy, you know.
But you're allowed to have your opinion on it. Do you know what I mean? But did you feel any pressure? Was there?
No, I never feel no social pressure about nothing. You know, a lot of the times I feel like how I feel also as a black person at going through things at that time. Yeah, I was saying this before. Like, a lot of people some people just don't like posting on Instagram or don't like posting on social media.
Yeah, some people
and you
not
just
active,
have to accept it. Like, sometimes you could be like, bro, why is this guy not supporting my cause, or why is this girl not supporting my cause? But sometimes it's not that deep. It's not because they don't feel a way about it. It's just that maybe they just don't want to post that stuff on their social media. For that. They like to post their family pictures. They like to post whatever it is. They like
everyone's different with their social media platform, innit?
But you know, Black Lives Matter. I think they've taken some people to court recently because some of the leaders of it misused the funds.
I heard it. Yeah.
Even the owners in LA apparently bought a $7 million.
Yes, I see it. You know, I think it might have been on Young Spray's one of his episodes. They was talking about it, and they were saying how mad it was corrupt.
Me personally, I was suspicious at the term Black Lives Matter, because to me it sounds mad submissive. Like, please, sir, my life matters. Whereas Black Panther and what's it? All these other groups are more revolutionary. It's more, we're not begging for our lives. We're taking stuff now. We had enough. So I was a bit suspicious over the movement in general, but there's a lot of people frustrated in it. So I'm being careful with what I want to say because I don't want to trigger people who generally feel like the world and the system's against them. And I'm speaking against something that they feel supporting them. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a sensitive thing. I've got how I feel in my heart. I'm suspicious, innit?
No. You can. I just wanted to to see if you lot felt any pressure with it, amongst your friends and white friends. And
what happened to you as well? Yeah, I think that's a bit that's bad. Like,
it was just really random, and I was just like what have I done?
Yeah,
like it was mad. Do you know what I mean? And you can see my pal saying like, "Yo, it's my white brother. He's got this, he's got that."
But to explain it to you, I think the mindset is like, for example, the Jewish culture, they stick together.
Yeah.
So in even Asian culture, we were just talking about it today. You might have a corner shop, and then by the time you're 12, 13, they can invite their nephew, come and work in my shop.
Yeah.
So they're already working, they've got money,
from
12, 13.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where we're trying to stick to the cult, we're trying to stick within our culture more. Like at that time, everyone's more sensitive. Let's stick together. So they're angry. So it's not personal at you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what it was.
No. I did. It didn't make me angry. It was just like, oh, okay. Your money's not gonna really mean nothing to me anyway. Do you know what I mean? It don't even exist to me. Do you know what I mean? But it's just like, bro, it's just really random.
If you said that I'm only taking white people's money.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you though.
Then I'm the racist.
Yeah, I feel you.
You see?
Yeah.
I feel you.
But again, like I said, 95% of my peoples are black. Do you know what I mean? And I don't need to be on social media and post a blackout picture or whatever it is. I've got you lot, man. If you lot, do you know what I mean?
You're around.
You come to me. You can come to me for anything. Do you know what I mean? And I've always made that. Known. Like, man's here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I also feel like growing up in the environments that we grew up in, like the estate.
And social media ain't real.
No.
It's not real.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I could go now. Let me put your watch on a minute.
Yeah.
Come on. Someone will go, yo, you're doing well. Like the watch. And I'll be like, yo, safe, my brother. I work hard.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Not even mine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you were saying about earlier on about the whole car thing and rare. But yeah, man, it's a mad one. You lot got anything you lot want to add? Any random stuff? About 20 minutes left.
Mm.
I got some bits, but
If you say just a random thing, random.
Yeah, bro, it's be random.
What do you think about now all the young men taking Viagra? What do you feel about it? First of all, have you taken it?
Never
Taken Viagra?
Never taken a Viagra.
Pause. No homo. Pause.
I've never taken.
You're good, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Blessed. Pause. My thing is up. Mad.
Have you taken Viagra?
No.
Okay. I've never taken it once. I've tried it.
At a young age?
I've tried it once, yeah, and I feel like it never done nothing to me anyway. I've always been good, you get me? But I feel like, I'm not going to say no names, bare man are taking Viagra now. The gel thing.
What?
Yeah,
the gel thing?
Yeah.
Apparently it gives you a bit of a buzz.
A buzz? Oh, that's
apparently.
Why.
It's just like them drinks. Would you man drink Magnums and all that? Don't that make you mad horny and that?
Aphrodisiac,
I can't drink all that drink.
Allegedly. Actually, I don't know.
Hey, why we're in this conversation? Do you man play with your Corys and that?
Shoulder shake.
Huh?
Shoulder shake.
Yeah, you surely man must play with your Corys.
No, you know what, yeah? I'm not
man, are grown, bro. Come on.
I'm not going to lie, yeah? Of course, I grew up doing that.
Yeah.
I grew up doing that. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think man will ever stop.
However, yeah.
But he said
however, you see, you know me.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, big pause on that.
Like, try, it's called semen retention, isn't it?
Yeah.
Try not doing it for like a week or 2 weeks and see how you feel.
Man be roasting.
Bro, your testosterone is high. So you want to go in a room and dominate the room.
Yeah.
You want to, that's why boxers and Champions League finalists, they don't bust before.
Yeah.
That energy.
Yeah. That's why they try and keep the girlfriends away and all that. Yeah. That's why when Thingy went to the World Cup, I think it was Capello, one of them went to the World Cup. He didn't allow the wives to out there. Oh, of course, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's still different. When intimate and doing it, it's mad. Have you man ever done the Sky Remote test?
Oh, definitely.
All right, come on, yeah.
Yeah.
You must have done that.
The deodorant can.
If you can pass the Sky Remote test, you're blessed. Still, you're blessed. Yeah. If you're pulling up short,
But you know, man, I want to talk about myself. I'm honest. There's different days, man. There's different days, man. Sometimes it's not cooperating to the full extent.
Yeah. It's
you get me?
Is that why the man them using Viagra?
Exactly.
But don't forget though that the mind for us men is controlling a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's controlling a lot.
Yeah.
And see, bruv, sometimes man can just bang, and sometimes just like where there's just shit going on. You know what I mean? It's easy for women.
Yeah.
They haven't got to get nothing up. Do you know what I mean? The brain is fucking powerful.
Sometimes you can have a mad heavy meal and your stomach is just mad heavy.
Yeah.
Sitting on top of your organs, and it can affect it. And also, a lot of the times you try that thing what I'm talking about, where you just don't bust maybe 7 days straight. Bro, like you'll see your performance is even better than it already was, bro. Like, trust me, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, and pause. Obviously, actually, I won't even get to that. That's a bit.
But have you done that in a relationship?
Yes.
So 7 days while you're in a relationship,
bro. You bang and you just don't.
No, I mean, as in like you don't keep it for 7 days.
You're beating.
When you have kids, bruv, you come like a direct debit, bruv. So you ain't got to worry about 7 days, mate. Got to worry about the 28, mate.
Wait. Have you ever beat? Okay, you probably have, but you know, have you ever beat and just not bust? That the objective of not busting.
Oh, when you're drunk, innit?
Yeah. Not when you're drunk. You're drunk. You don't want to bust, like.
Oh, you don't want to because it's just...
You're just getting her nut off. Yeah, take this nut.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I love to look after my woman, man.
Yeah.
I love to look after my woman.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
sex is about... It's about my missus.
Exactly.
To me, it's about her.
Yeah.
You know what's bad though? You saying that,
as long as I'm making you feel good. That's enough for me.
And that's how I feel, yeah. But you know what's mad? Women would say the opposite.
That's a fact.
Women would say the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Even the way the world makes it seem as if sex is more for the man than it is for the woman. So that perspective is secretly mad. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the pleaser.
Yeah, of course.
It's an ego thing.
Yeah.
You're God in that bedroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see her, you know, shaking and I'd satisfy.
Of course, you want to leave that. You want to leave your mark on that. You want to leave that mark on her. Do you know what I mean? Even when she's doing something different, she might be cleaning. She may be thinking, "Oh, do you know what I mean?" That's what us men are like. We want to put a stamp on it.
Yeah.
What's one positive and one negative about being in a relationship, whether that's living with them or living without them? What's one positive and one negative? I'll start. I'll say the negative, but man can't deal with. It's only small. Man can't deal with all the fucking loose hair and all that shit. Like that. That fucking annoys me, bro.
I know you like the tiny stuff anyway.
Oh, you know me, I'm OCD. Yeah, I'm a clean freak. But
so that would bother.
That's the one negative. I think the positive, just while you lot are thinking, I thought, let me just get into it. The positive is I love being in love, man. I love love. So when women, they're the most beautifulest thing ever created.
Yeah.
You are so, bro, you're a happy you, man.
Yeah.
Little things will trigger you.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, bro, I've got my family.
Yeah, I'm a different character now, man. I'm a different character. Yeah,
and we were talking about that yesterday. In fact, me and he was talking about how when you're happy with your own life, nothing else really around it bothers you. You know, you got little things.
Of course.
Like, nothing can bother me. I'm happy, even people that maybe I wouldn't want certain things to happen for previously.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them because I'm happy. I don't even care. I'm really proud of you. I'm happy for everything you're doing. And I'm just happy with my own life. More time, I probably won't even be bothered about it because my whole life is all good. All I care about is my bubble. And everyone, as long as everyone in my bubble is happy, same as probably you.
Yeah.
You're happy. Obviously, you got your extended bubble, like people, like friends and that stuff now. I want them to all be happy. That's
all. And do you know what? While you're in that conversation, and we'll go back to make sure you lot are thinking about the one positive and negative. And that goes back to, I'm gonna go off track a little bit, but it goes back to everything that's happening in the world right now. Shit is sad what's going on. Fucking hate seeing what's going on. And you know what I'm talking about. Not even just that. Loads of stuff, bruv. People dying in our streets. But to me, and people might say I'm selfish, the people that mean to me is the ones I care about the most, and that's family and friends. Do you know what I mean? As long as you lot are happy, that's all that matters to me, and that's my main priority.
How do you feel about this? Me and Aaron was just saying this, that what he's talking about, how when you're happy, you just don't care about, you don't want bad things to happen to people. So
yeah.
Let's say, for example, your ex, now she has kids, married. For me personally, I'm happy for her. If I'm happy, I'm happy for her.
Do you know what? It doesn't even affect me at all.
Exactly.
It doesn't get to me whether I'm happy for you or I think you're blah blah blah. It's nothing to do with me no more. Do you know what I mean? I got my circle. You're out the circle.
Exactly.
It's nothing to do with me, unfortunately. It's what matters inside here.
That's peak.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was going back to. Whatever was going on in the world, I can't be distracted from my love to outside because then my mindset's different and I'm distracted. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to stay in this circle.
Exactly.
In here, do you know what I mean? And people can come in, but I'm not going out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to live in that bubble.
Of course, life is mad, and I say it all the time. Since that pandemic, I look at life completely different now, bruv.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised at all. Whoever thought we was going to be locked down like that, bruv? No one ever thought that. There's not one person can say, yeah, I see it coming. Not chance in hell. No. There's no way people said you're going to go and stay in your house. You're going to queue there. You're going to stand there. You can take one toilet roll. You can take this. Impossible, bruv. So life now is about in here. You want to come in, stay cool. This is what I'm all about. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but one positive, one negative about being in a relationship, living with a woman.
Yeah, so obviously I won't go on the love thing like you, because you said that. But I'd probably say the positive is definitely the overall lifestyle. So like the day-to-day stuff, she can help support me on that. So plan around, especially having my daughter. Yeah. So like we work around each other work-wise. If I'm staying away with work, she'll be at home, and then we can pattern our diaries together. So it's like building towards something together, and it's our whole life linking in all around our daughter. But it all sinks in together. And I always think the saddest thing sometimes, like, when you're in your own place, and I think like, imagine if she weren't here. This would be mad. I wouldn't be able to do my job. If she weren't here, I would not be able to do my job. So just having someone to support you. Then I also think, even sadder than that, I also think about all the single mums that we grew up around ourselves and think, they put in a shift. Like, I think it makes me admire them even more. Like, you guys did all this by yourself. I'll be with my daughter for half a day, and I'm like, this is long. But I'm loving it, but it's like a long day.
But listen, look, I love being a dad, Trust me, it's hard though at the same time, bro.
Yeah, and then even like I used to work in the office, but I don't work in the office no more. But like there used to be mums in there, and they used to be like, it's sometimes easier being in here than being at home, because it's just dealing with the day-to-day work. Of course. So I'm like, I hear you. Like, because when I'm at home, you can't switch off.
Remember, that's another human being that is relying on you, bruv. So you think as well, anything happens to that baby at a young age, you think's gonna come knocking on your door.
Exactly.
Social services, you've got this. There's a lot that falls on parents, man. I always say it, and especially obviously I come from a single parent household to now into big family connection. And we find it hard, and there's two of us.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Two of us.
Two of us.
So I don't know how my mum did it, and other people, your mum did it, and other people did it. But that doesn't go to say that single mums and dads are different to.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard being a parent, regardless. You could be living with your mum and dad. There could be 10 adults in the house. It's still going to be hard, bro.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's hard.
But what's a negative?
See, what's funny, you actually said the hair stuff, That's one of the things
that throws you off as well.
It bothers me in the household. It's not, and it can't even be helped.
Yeah,
so it's one of those things that
it's so true, isn't it?
You can't even be mad at someone because it's not even.
No, when they brush their hair, the hair's gonna come out.
Yeah. And even like the pregnancy stuff, I know that goes against it and all those side effects. But it's something.
I forgot makeup in the sink as well.
There's little things like that. I don't know. I can't think of a much negative thing about it, because it's so, me and the stage of my life, actually neither are in my life, like, to get things around. So but being there, it'll just be long. It just like, so actually there's way more positives than there's negatives. There's probably
there's way more positive. Of course. Yeah.
And I just can't think of one other than the little things like that. It's petty stuff. Whatever it is.
The negative. It's petty stuff.
It's probably going to be something like, she puts the toilet roll. I like it.
Yeah.
Something as petty as that.
What's yours?
I think Negative is that I've always liked my own space. Like I got my own place. Like I like my own space. So,
yeah, I hear you on
I like
that.
to go into my own zone sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just like you as
well.
well.
How I get my energy, sometimes I like to withdraw from the whole world, innit?
Yeah.
So sometimes when someone loves you so much and cares for you, they want to be in your space. So it's a hard balance. Like,
no, I'm feeling this one. Do you know why? Because Sunday is my day where she goes to her mum's. It's normally my football day. Also, I'm not playing football at the minute. So she goes to her mum's for her kids. So it's my day. And you know what? I love it, bro.
Yeah.
So I hear you exactly what you're saying on that, man.
Yeah.
Man, love your own space as well.
Exactly. And I'll say the positive is obviously someone that generally cares for you. Like, and love. Like, love is good. Like, you care for them. They care for you. They're holding you down. You know, even outside of like romantic relationships, like that's when someone actually cares for you, you care for them. That's the positive. Like, I really love that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that loyalty. So that's what I would say. Like it's a hard balance, but I also don't want to play down bachelor life, innit? Like I think you got two choices as a man, innit? You can either have family life, and that's very honourable.
Yeah.
And some people are by themselves, or they think, okay, you know what? I'm gonna run myself into the ground, running the business, trying to make as much money as I can, and I still love my kids though, but I can't be with this woman. So I don't see one as better than the other. Me personally, I want to be on the family side.
Yeah.
But I don't look negatively on the other side. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
This is what suits everyone.
Yeah.
It's down to your lifestyles and your position in life, I guess.
Yeah.
And like I said, the position of life I'm in right now, I need someone to support me for what I'm doing so I can go build and spend time on it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Before we're gonna get into the last bit, I'm gonna finish off with some little icebreaker questions. But jumping off the back of that, what is next? What is the future for you guys? What's next for you lot?
What, like my aims? For I personally, so I do recruitment. I work for a company. I've been doing it for 5 years. Like technology, that's what I do. So my thing is, I feel like eventually I just want to build my own company.
Yeah.
You know, I want to learn as much as I can from now and just build my own company whilst having a family as well. So by the grace of God, like I've met someone really wonderful.
Good to hear, man.
And it's all good. And, you know, I'm not going to announce nothing on right now, but, you know, I want to do things the proper way, you get me? But my thing is, you know, create this business and then sell it and then not have to work for somebody forever, innit?
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think I will ever stop working. And there's nothing, you know, and there's no rush. I'm not in no rush. I don't think, by this age, I got to do this. And by that age, I got to do that. Because at the end of the day, I came from St. John's Hill, Battersea, them estates. Do you know what I mean? So I'm winning automatically, stepping out my house.
Yeah.
Like, even... Bro, we used to get paid £15 a week. What is the pressure?
Exactly.
There's no pressure.
Remember, got to do carding. Remember, for Big Mark and all that.
So I was off my mum's sort out my old bedroom yesterday. Yeah,
you found some.
Found the cards. You know, like we used to pretend we was doing it.
Man, you need to.
I found bare bags. I said, "Raw,
you need to keep hold of them, man."
No, I dashed them in the
dashed them?
recycle. Yeah,
kept some of them for memories.
Yeah, should have. To be fair, I should have kept like one or two. But
yeah, kept one of them.
For the recycle room. But they was all going into the cupboard. I just realised, like, I was emptying out the cupboard. It was all going there.
That's mad.
Yeah, but that's mad.
What's your future plans, man?
So at the moment, obviously, I had a recent promotion in terms of work, so I'm in a really good position there at the moment, and then it'll just be the next step in terms of that work side of it and just develop my skills and what I'm doing currently now. But a lot of people say they don't enjoy their work. I've seen you say things like that before. I'm one of those lucky people that actually say I love my job, bro. Like, you know, like you saying you find something that you want to do.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's so really important because you've got to think, man, you spend most of your life at work.
Of course. We said that today.
You know what I mean? And that's why I had to get out of my old job, because I was around people that are genuinely not nice people. Who were messing with my moods, and I was taking my work home with me. I was like, how am I letting you people affect my outside life? No chance at all. I'm out. Do you know what I mean? And you need to find something that you enjoy doing, man. And that's my next steps. So I left the job that I kind of liked, but it didn't finish well. Gone into a co-owner delivery thing now. But saying to the missus the other day, I need to do something. I should be doing what I love. And what I love and what I know is football. So I'm going to go and get my badges. And I'm gonna go back down the coaching and the manager route. That's my aim.
What about this? The future, bro. I think your personality, this will blow with consistency.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that,
I'm
man.
not just saying it just to break.
No. No, you're not. You're a very honest person. I know.
There's certain things you can do in terms of like. We'll talk.
No. A lot of people say, "What am I going to do with this podcast?" And this only came up because football was coming to an end. Football was slowing down a bit. Obviously, the kids will the priorities are them now. I can't be traveling all over the country. So I said, bruv, I need to find something because I'm going to go mad, bruv. And I thought, I had a little feel of the podcast on the Unbalanced podcast, and I thought, I love talking to people. I love giving people the opportunity to talk as well. I thought, let me give it a go. Let me give the podcast a go. It's just a hobby. This wasn't to go and make it and go and do anything like that. If I got 10 views, thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? This is just a hobby. But the more and more I'm doing it, the more I'm getting so much love. I'm connecting with new people I don't even know. I'm reconnecting with people that I haven't seen in a while. I'm getting messages from all my boys and my family, how well I'm doing. I'm like, okay,
it will happen,
there's something here then.
Just time and consistency.
Do you know what I mean? It was Yeah. That's why you see an episode every 3 weeks. I'll do promos. I've been quite shocked how well I've been doing it because obviously I've got to balance it through work life, family life, my own life. Do you know what I mean? It's like consistency. Is the key.
Despite the views right now. Think about
that don't even bother me. It doesn't even bother me at all.
Everybody starts like that.
Of course.
Even and big podcasts, they don't get crazy numbers.
And you got to remember as well, man's coming on and being myself. Man, not coming in and capping and talking a load of what's going to get me views. That's not what I'm trying to do. Man, come on here and being myself.
Being Reese.
Do you know what I mean? And I would rather me coming in and talk facts and go somewhere, or me coming in and say, oh, man, done this, that, or cause some havoc on that episode, which goes, because all it takes is one episode. All it takes is one 2-minute conversation to go and get 5 million views, and the views go up. It can only take one conversation.
One little snippet moment,
How much time, people say, my pal said to me, why don't you just go in there and just do a madness? I'm like, but that's not me.
Just let it happen organically.
But that's not me, man.
The moment will happen.
Exactly.
Then people double, who's this? Double back on it.
And don't forget, there's always someone who knows you.
Exactly.
Because I watch podcasts and I see people cap, and I'm like, but I know you.
But they're in the comments like that.
I know you. Why are you talking like that? I know exactly everything that you
the
do.
YouTube comments will be full up. Online.
It's not
even worth it.
It's but this we're gonna keep going with this. Obviously, this episode 7, 10 episodes, season 1. Take a little break, see where I can. Obviously, always room for improvement. How to change things, be different. I've been very lucky to have the studio and have a few editing things done for me. I just turn up. Do you know what I mean? Do the promos by myself, but I want to start getting season 2. I want to start doing a lot by myself. So learning a lot more technology wise, learning more about the apps and editing and rare, and see where it can really go, man. Do you know what I mean? So bro, that's where I'm going to be going with.
You after about some things you can do.
Obviously, you got to take my number, man. I've only got you on the gram as well.
I keep changing numbers every
day. I'll give you that once we finish here as well. But before we get into the last bit of the question, I just want to say that you two are the perfect example of, no matter where you grow up, whether that's in the hood, wherever, you can still stay focused in what you're doing. And you lot are the perfect example of that, because most of your friends, you lot have got a balance of friends. You've got them friends who are bad boys. You've got them friends who are good guys. Do you know what I mean? You lot have lived in the area, and I feel like you guys have always stayed consistent throughout. Do you know what I mean? You haven't. Obviously, we all have the little speed bumps in our life. Do you know what I mean? But you man have done well, man. And honestly, I'm proud of you lot, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Do you know what I mean? It's nice to see. I love seeing people I've grown up with. I love seeing you when you're in the gym and you're doing your walks and music and therapy, and you up in Leicester, you as a dad, and I love it, man. I'm not even just saying it, brother. My kid's life, I love to see it. It's so nice to see, because a lot of people haven't got that experience with their friends. People die, people go down different routes. Do you know what I mean? And it's nice to see people I've grown up with from a young age who have seen everything just doing well.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And just keep that. Like I said, you man are the prime example. Not everyone who lives in the hood is gonna be a bad egg.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Man can still stay focused regardless of what's going on in your area, in your life. Do you know what I mean? Sirens outside, madness going outside. Man is still staying focused. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? It goes back to what you asked about, like the first question about what I think of Battersea.
Yeah.
Call it. Like a big part of that is obviously I always remember the bad sides of it, but one of the proudest things is being on that straight lane and being focused, like you said.
Yeah.
And getting through it and thinking there's so many moments in life where it could have gone left. So many opportunities for things to go left, and to get to here and in this position of life and feeling pure happiness with my life is like one of the proudest things.
Certain things we just didn't think it was fly. Like, do you know what I mean? Younger. Like, younger. You was a drippy guy. You know? This guy, remember him, man? 35 New Era hats.
Yeah, of course.
We come out with a pink shirt, he's got a pink.
Always matching.
Orange shirt, white dot. He's got orange hat with white dot. So he just was. We gravitated towards different type of things. You know what I mean? But obviously, no one's perfect, and no life is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So especially growing up in the hood, but. Yeah, man. I feel like, as I said, people that things happen to them, I don't look down and say, rah, they didn't have the ideal life, because in their mind, it's ideal to them. You get what I'm trying to say? I won't say names, but even on the way here, I was saying that, rah, this guy got arrested. Why does he keep making himself bait? And he was like, bro, you got to look at it like this. Like, that's the life he's chosen to live. The guy's got hundreds of girls, he's got driving the nicest cars. There's risks associated to that, but he's chosen that life. The same way you've chosen your life. You've chosen your life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like an open-minded perspective towards it. So that's how I see it.
And like we said, we don't judge people. So I don't sit there, and even that's why another reason why people like being around us sometimes, to escape from that. Because if you know you're with us, we're going to be playing the games or playing pool. So it's away from all that negative pressures.
That's exactly what I'm like.
If you was around us, you're probably going to be more influenced to do the good stuff and away from the trouble. And it was a safer zone.
That's why man used to try. Like I'll be real. Like, see, when man was growing up, obviously I felt a little bit distant from you lot. Do you know what I mean? But that was because of the choices that I was making. Do you know what I mean? And you lot weren't gonna let other stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I was like trying to gravitate towards you, man. I was like, I want to be in the WhatsApp groups with these, man. But sometimes in life, man, I just got to keep some things separate. Do you know what I mean? Just because we got to try and keep everyone on the straight and narrow. Do you know what I mean? But
and we all do it in our own way as well.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's another thing. Like that group might be for us and suit us, but it might not suit you. Even he'll be the first to be out of it.
Bro, I leave every 99 times.
Like, even to the point you can't even be allowed back in it. You can't get back in. So
just getting kicked out.
No, my thing, as I said, I like to withdraw when I feel away. No one might have done nothing to me.
No.
Bro, I need my space, man. I don't want to be hearing you lot arguing about rubbish all the time. I'm out. That's just how I am, innit?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It's how everyone deals with things differently.
Like protecting your mind, isn't it?
Of course.
Different ways to protect yourself.
Yep. All right. Before we're gonna wrap it up with, I got some questions for you. First one's gonna be a little bit tough. So maybe I'm gonna say it, but maybe have a think about it. It might be hard. But I was gonna say, what day in your life would you like to relive again? So if you can't think now, have a think, and maybe we'll come back to it. It's a hard one. But I wouldn't say what day. I say the moments I'd love to relive again is the younger generation days when we was playing 40-40 home, playing run-outs, playing football. I'd love to water fights, wrestling. I would do anything to go back just for one day or 1 week and just do all that again. That's always top on my list. And I can go back and do a lot of want to do a lot of stuff, but that
those days were sick.
Number one.
I was saying to him yesterday about those days when it used to be like a half term or Easter holiday. That felt like a lifetime.
When we used to go on the trips and that.
State trips. They were so sick. But even like down to things like you saying about kicking ball,
You know, them moments get me through life.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. Yeah.
They do.
I got one silly one. Yeah, one I would love to relive. We used to play football, Chelsea kicks on a Friday.
Oh yeah,
night.
at Wandle.
Yeah, there's one moment I would love to relive it because it keeps me playing over my mind.
Yeah.
I was maybe 15, 16. I can't remember how old we was.
You'd have been 16.
Yeah, we were 16. Yeah.
One time, shout out to my guy, my brother. Yeah, Germs. Yeah, he was playing football. The guy had a corner. He won't remember this. He had a corner. I was like maybe 40 yards out. This is very silly. Yeah?
No, but
40 yards out.
It's low, isn't it?
Exactly.
And you know one of them sweet volleys that you'll never get in your life. Like never.
Yeah.
I slapped the volley off the crossbar and in. I still remember, bro. 16 years later.
Yeah.
You know one of them special goals.
Yeah.
I'm even smiling.
Yeah. Good, bro. It's a moment, innit?
Live that over and over. And we all celebrating. I hugged my brother. Screaming.
Yeah.
Moments. You get me?
Wicked, man.
Yeah, they're the fun ones.
Do anything to go about. What about you?
Yeah, no, even the period that you're talking about, like with Kimberly, even your brother, I always think, well, I think I always remember about your brother the first time I seen it, because I love climbing. Me and Trey used to climb everywhere.
Yeah.
But the one thing I seen him do that I wasn't even ready to do was, remember the top of my state in that pole? You know,
Yeah.
Jersey Gibson.
Yeah.
He slid down that the first time. I was like, raw, that was mad. And that's when I realised he's a madman from then.
Yeah,
I was like, raw. And it was, obviously I was young, so I was looking up at him like, raw. But them periods, I love that childhood, even down to kicking ball with like Huey and that and Kimberly and those things. And the things I do love though is like the moments of being an Arsenal fan in terms of Huey and the rivalry next door at Aaron's house and that, and the fact that you should shouting down the house when Arsenal was scoring, and them moments there, and just the memories, and then even that being so emotional about football and stuff like that. And that's the childhood things, isn't it? The things that we grew up with.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
It's I'd love to do anything to go back and do them things. Describe yourself in 3 words. I'd say loving, the Joker, and
that's 2 words.
No, but like you know, like
Yeah,
just in
Joker.
the sort of that
Funny,
category.
Funny guy.
Yeah. Loving and caring is sort of the same thing,
Yeah.
innit? I'm gonna narrow it down to them 3, just loving and caring, because I feel like I'm a very loving and caring person. And the Joker, yeah.
I'd
Would you
probably
lot say?
Hardworking. Passionate in terms of the sense of, if I really like something, I want to put my all in it, even if it's like something petty, like anything. I'll stick to it, and I'll always be passionate about it.
Yeah.
Such as something as petty as Messi Ronaldo argument, I'll take that for life.
Yeah. I know you.
Silly things like that. Yeah. So like
knowing you, I also agree.
And can't think of a further. I'll come back to a further on.
I'll say like it's not really a word to describe myself, but like integrity. Like I like, do you know what I mean? Like principle.
Yeah.
Loving as well.
Yeah.
I care for people. Loving and confident, I would say.
I'll add that into mine as well. On that, I've put loving and caring in one. The Joker, I'd say that as
I'm
well.
not always confident in not every situation.
Yeah.
I try to be.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing.
It's like, as I said, we came.
It's important to see the strengths in yourself, because a lot of people put themselves down, man. I think it's very important to identify them. Them strengths inside yourself. So
and I'll definitely say the last one's loving, but I think that goes without doubt. And that also goes back to our area.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us didn't grow up with love or being told is loved.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I express it a lot. I try to let people know all the time.
Yeah.
Just say it now, give them I don't know if it's giving them the flowers, because it's not really giving flowers, but I want to let you know why I'm here, how I really feel about you.
Yeah.
And like I always say, that's at the christening, we don't say it enough to the young ones. That we didn't hear it enough. I didn't hear it enough.
No.
I didn't hear it enough. I didn't.
It's true.
Didn't, and I wish I did. And
yeah.
And I like to let people know, I really love you. Like.
Yeah, man. I hear that. And last one, if you could be a character in any movie, what character and movie would it be?
I know straight away. My one would be James Bond. What?
Yeah.
Guys, fly.
Bad boy.
What? Yeah. Jump off the mountain, land in the car with the girl. Every girl Galilee goes, girl, flying suits. You know, in the bar talking straight back. You know, talking fly guy. Do you know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Vegeta,
that's a very good one. Yeah. Oh, I don't think anything's gonna beat that one.
Nah.
It's Marvel.
Yeah, but I would love my Marvel characters, you know that. But
I'm trying to think.
As well. I thought you would have the answer right.
I would. Oh, man.
Maybe you can extend it to athletes as well. Like.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like.
If you could be.
Because it has to be in the movie, innit? That's the thing.
I would be. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Tom Hardy, Bane.
Oh, Bane.
I think he's cold.
Villain.
I think he's cold, but I'm the good guy, man. But I don't know. There's something about Tom Hardy and Bane. That character just too powerful. But what he does. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tom Hardy and Bane just because of the time.
Yeah. Oh, I can't think of anyone. I'll say White Power Ranger, man. I was gassed in.
See, you took, See, I've been the Red Power Ranger from day one. Yeah.
That was my guy.
So the time when we wanted to be Dipset, we wanted to. The whole ends wanted to.
Yeah, cool. I saw your lots of man's groups called Harlem and everything.
To this day, that group's been there like maybe 10 years.
I ever thought of people like in Paid in Full, but I don't know if I don't want to be inspired.
That's what I'm saying. I looked at things like Denzel Washington training there. I don't want to be no crooked cop and all that. Do you know what I mean? But they're big characters and big movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, look, hour and a half. We literally I could have had an episode speaking to you lot for 4 or 5 hours, man. Honestly, I appreciate you, man, coming on. Obviously, you come down from Leicester as well. Love my guy. And listen, you man, keep doing what you're doing, and keep spreading that positivity and love. And I wish you, man, all the best in anything you do. Hopefully that we see each other a bit more. I know it's tough, man's got their lives, got our kids, but it's nice to come on a podcast like this. It shows a lot of growth. And even driving here, I'm thinking this is sick, man. I'm gonna link up with the boys and just talk on the podcast.
When we link up's always love.
Do you know what I mean? It's wicked. It shows a lot about us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's just the same feeling that I felt for you, man. If I ain't seen you for years, it feels like we've gone back in years. Like 15 years ago. And it's the same feeling. Even if I don't see G and stuff for a minute, I still have the same love. That's my brother, innit? So it still feels the same, and we still have that same connection, and still in some place. But
man's gonna have a laugh at his wedding, man. It's gonna be a good link up at his wedding, man. That's gonna be a good link up.
Even the fact that we're talking weddings and stuff like that. Happy.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, bro. Honestly, it's it just shows. And even growing up, I know a lot of people would have thought, what direction would they have gone in, man? I was at one point, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Do you know what I mean? But it shows now that where we're at and what we're trying to do. Sick. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So thank you again, you man. I really appreciate it. And this is real life. Boys grown up, boys to men. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It was a nice random episode, but like I said, we could have spoke about so much stuff, so many hours, respectfully, the people we are. Do you know what I mean? We feel like we can have these conversations. Do you know what I mean? We're grown, we're experienced, and we are us. And that's the most important thing. Do you know what I mean? So, like, subscribe. And we're at the back end of season 1 now. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting so far. Like I said in the episode, met some new people who are showing nothing but love, reconnected with old school people, school friends. I'm getting mad love, man, and it's nice to see, because it just shows that what I'm doing is good. Do you know what I mean? So thank you again, and please hit me up with any ideas for episode 10, because I want to go out on a bang. Feel free to direct message me, and we'll see what the best one is. So you man, thank you again, and we'll see you very soon.
Bless, bro.
Bless.